Capricorn. I'm Aura Celeste. This will be your word to the wise. I'm using an oracle deck by Ariana Osborne. Angelarian Oracle by Eli and Peter. And the Santa Muerte Oracle deck by Fabio. I keep wanting to call him Fabian. That's too many. Want to know what entity is lingering around you guys at this time, and the supporting cards with the Angelarium and the Santa Muerte will give guidance on how to combat that. Okay. I'm not showing these particular cards because they're pretty graphic, and not everybody can handle the type of source I'm actually getting it from. But the inspiration behind this particular entity, it says there are many situations that are no one's fault or the fault of so many people that no one person should take the blame. But it's still important that we find one person to punish, whether that person truly deserves punishment or not. But when good things happen by again, chance or confluence, we don't spend as much time looking around for one person to reward, do we? The divination behind it says, beware of looking for someone to blame in situations in which no one person is responsible. Focus on fairness and offering equal praise for success as blame. Focus on fairness and offering equal praise for success as blame for mistakes. I can dig it. So let's get the Santa Muerte. Ooh. The last card of the deck. So it's time to put a stop to this. What is the angel message coming through for Capricorn? Words to the wise. WTTW, no public access. Well, it is public access. It's on YouTube. But it ain't for kids. Capricorn? What angel is coming in to assist Capricorn at this time? They usually don't take this long. They speak very quickly. I think they're trying to decide who's supposed to help you with this. As Saturn being your ruler, that may be why it's a little difficult. There's some definite endings and spatial awareness here. So I'm going to start with the card number 32 from the Santa Muerte. Santa Muerte herself. Okay, look at this. We have come to the last card of the world of actions and the last card of this oracle, which concludes with a new beginning. Santa Muerte reminds us that all the energy we have put at our disposal is a loan we will have to pay back, and it is thus our responsibility to transform it in the most beautiful and positive way throughout our existence. I'm sorry. This energy was present in the moment it allowed us to exist as we lay in our cribs after birth, and it lovingly holds our hand when we face a new staircase in the grave. Just as life generates death and death generates life, this card invites us to accept any change, transformation, or drastic severing of perspective with a smile. The advice is to make a firm decision on what to cut and what to change in your life. Otherwise, no betterment will be possible. Okay. Along with this energy of circumstances that are transpiring, it's easy to attempt to point at why or a who caused when you can never get to the root when it comes to cause and effect, right? So many events are playing out in the cosmos that, my bad, you can say, well, this caused this and that's why, when really events prior to that day, prior to that month, prior to that year, all added up to this circumstance. It wasn't just one thing, it wasn't just one person. There are many components as to why. You can never get to the bottom of why. It's an abyss that you really don't want to go into. Instead, you want to look at what. What. You can identify what more so than why, because you'll never get to the end of why. From the beginning of inception, conception, when life began, there was a series of events and happenings that all transpired to lead up to this. It's timing, it's planetary events, it's not happenstance, but this person being late for work, this person spilling something on their shirt, this person fumbling with this and missing this this exit and having to reroute. There's a lot of components that go into why situations transpire. So looking for a place to put your blame is not going to help you. More so, being able to release these debts of thoughts, because the oracle prior to this said that people aren't looking to give that same praise for things well done as they are to blame people. So to be mindful of that, the good, the bad, and everything in between, it's all worth a mention if you're going to mention it at all. So we have Da'at with the Angelarium, and it says null, emptiness. It feels like something's open-ended. Oh, okay. All right. This emanation is a conduit. It radiates no light for itself, holds no shape, and touches nothing. It is perfect and invisible, a space through which nothing and everything passes. In its arms, all 10 of the emanations dance, each of them shining a great light through its void. This emanation has no number, no color, no connection to the other emanations. In that, it is unique. Its solitary nature sets it apart from the other emanations in such a significant way that Da'at is sometimes considered to not exist at all. To give a name to the emptiness at the center of the tree is vital, and so too is the need to understand the significance of that emptiness found in meditation, silence, and sleep. Seeing faces in this card. What I'm really feeling with this, Capricorn, there is no one to blame. There's nothing to blame if you can't at the same time be thankful and praise it. This is a very silent reading. You remember that in school? 30 minutes silent reading? Trying to see who could actually sit still for it. Sit still. Sometimes it just is. And that's something that doesn't have a place of blame. So anything you carry with, when you really you don't have anything solid to assign to the cause, you're only able to see how it affected you. The only thing that you can actually do is to be at cause. What caused you to be in that moment at that time? But you can't account for anything else or assume anything or anyone else's involvement. Only your own can you be accountable for. That's it. Because this is swift. This is like it was going to happen. And that cannot be changed, would not have been changed, should not have been changed, whether you feel so or not. Because it's still playing a part. The circumstance is still useful for something, though you cannot, lay a burden of it happening onto anything in particular. It's no one person's fault or too many people involved to place blame on one particular person. It was necessary and it was inevitable. It was still going to happen, no matter if your actions were different or your thoughts were different or there was nothing that you could have physically, mentally, energetically, financially done to change these courses of events. So, in this silence, in this meditation, in this sleep, that is the only time that you get reprieve from this sense of wanting to blame or wanting to find cause for something that was orchestrated. What a desolate place would be a world without a flower.